welcome to the colourful and vibrant Mexican capital for leg 2 of the Longines Global Champions Tour. Here in the Campo Marte Arena, we change paradigm from our first leg in Doha. We've crossed the ocean and come here to a huge grass arena. How will that affect the horses and riders, and who will end up standing supreme in this prestigious Grand Prix? And of course, punch their ticket to that Longines Global Champions Tour Grand Prix, that Longines Global Champions Super Grand Prix in Prague in November.
So let's see after round one. Well, it's very simple to keep up with. Our winner of the Grand Prix there was Julien Epillard. So he gets the 14 maximum points there. Ben Mayer finished second. That was basically the lineup of the Grand Prix. Ben Mayer second, Nicolas Philippart's their points for the standings for the championship so far this year as well. Jos Verlooy, another one who's been a podium finisher here in Mexico before now, returns now with the 11-year-old by Emerald in Igor. Again, he's had a confident fly at a good few classes this week as well.
Yeah, he's been jumping really good. Again, a very, very nice horse. They've been jumping very good together, you know, already have experience at the World Equestrian Games last year. He's been a contender in this Global Champions Tour already for a few years, so he knows what he has to do, and the horse is looking great, but he was a little wide there. I mean, the time allowed is not tight, but you still have to respect it, you know, so he's gonna, and there he added the one stride, so he's gonna have to take care a little bit of the time, I think, when he turns back to the combination. I think he should be okay.
Should be okay. 76 seconds time allowed. You say he's not played a major part so far, but there's enough to deal with out there as well.
Yeah, I think he's fine.
Nah.
That was a shame.
Yeah, he was just going to be on the 71.69.
Yeah, and he took his time a little bit in some places, so definitely I think the time allowed now that the riders are starting to see how it's going.
And so we're going to make way for Jane Richard Phillips of Switzerland, 11-year-old Clipper. Already lineup of some 7 clears. We have a few coming thick and fast in there. That's just dipped off at the moment, but then we're going into the latter part of the order where we're going to see those riders that have been top in qualifying coming through. This is going in reverse order, and an athletic already start from Clipper with Jay. His dad, John Kyle's back.
Hello. Yeah, you're absolutely right, and we're actually now into those who jumped clear in the earlier class to qualify through here to the Longines Global Champions Tour Grand Prix. So we should certainly see a few more joining the 7 already qualified for our jump off. Jane on a super spot right through that triple combination. Does touch that top rail, but it stays in place. Now this has been, when we saw them walking the course and as we've seen them jumping the course, it's been there that has probably been the most influential fence between the triple bar and the Mexican Federation fence, and Jane sits up and makes 110% sure of the fence in the middle of that line, the black planks. She's a Grand Prix rider already this year in Doha. She comes to the Mexico City fence. Just watching the time though, Jane. She's just outside. No jump off for Jane. Clear, but 77 seconds. She goes into 8th place.
Yeah, and you have to say, I mean, there is plenty of time in there. It's just been using that full arena as she would. Nice round, but it is costly.
He just asked it once again. He asked Madame X to come back to him a little bit on the approach into the triple combination, and elements of it just got further, more reach required until eventually they just couldn't quite make the back bar coming out of the 3rd element, and then also just a spot off the global champions as well. So that's 2 down for Ben.
Well, surprising round for them, but
yeah, and with series leader not here as well, I think we might see an overtake at the top of the series standings, with Ben not going to be able to add too many series points here today.
So finishes on a total of 12 there, 72.06 for Ben Mayer, and the 12-year-old Madame X horse has been riding for some time. Olivier Philippart's H&M Extra, before I drift too far down a line. He comes down this line, coming in tight to the triple combination.
Olivier on the podium already here in Mexico this week with his other horse, Catalaya. Tactics and planning be a big part of this man's life, riding consistently alongside his twin brother and the other two brothers as well, having to be well horsed at home by Father Ludo.
Jumps into the 6 strides. They've gone 5, 6 again. Another one just takes the plank with them as they go. Just coming off the in-gate. Sometimes a little steam running out as they come down towards the end. On a score of 8, and it's 71.09 for Olivier Philipparts and HMM Extra.
No, Scott Brash. This is our 4th time here at Campo Marte. Roger-Yves Bost with the first ever victory. Then it was Martin Fuchs. Last year it was this man. Can he be the first ever 2-time winner of Mexico? After Ursula's victory last year, Scott Brash returns to us with Lady Harris and Lady Kirkham's a low senator.
As you say, the wonderful campaigner Ursula, who retired at the tail end of last year at Olympia. Now it's about the next generation. And the way he went in qualifying, I mean, absolutely flat to the boards. I mean, it was real steeplechase races, but really well done. I mean, nothing hurried or anything in terms of scrappiness about it. It was really nicely done. That, unfortunately, wasn't what he would want. He was just in a different speed stakes to everyone else.
Yeah, Scott obviously feels that this horse benefits from just being asked again to be on the front foot a little bit, to be leaning into it speed-wise, but it just came up the wrong way for him going into the triple combination. So we're going to get a 4th different victor in 4 years of Mexico action. And it will be 12 for the jump-off.
Drops another one. Scott will now look ahead to Miami,
where he's won before as well.
Yes. Won more Grand Prix on the Global Tour than anyone else. Scott Brash has won 11 of them. I can try and name them for you, but I know there's one I'll miss in there somewhere. Don't even go there. Finishing on a total of 12 there, 74.81. Scott Brash here in the heart of Mexico, the capital here, Mexico City. The millions that are based here and those that come out in their thousands to watch here. And this is what they've come to see. Simon Deleste in the jump-off to start us off with Celo de Wil. We start off with the Frenchman. Belgium's Niels Brunswiel's Gancia de Meuse. Top-class combination will be followed up by a similar one, Daniel Deusser and Callisto Blue. All guns blazing for Eric van der Vleuten and Harry Smolders as they come in. It is Laura Crouch and the championship-winning horse Zeremonie. Bertram Allen is ever present here on the turf once again with Molly Malone. Abdul Said, Venice de Revedi for the Flying Egyptian. It is Michael Duffy, Quintano for Ireland, who will be raising the flag for the young guns in there. Jerome Garry Kelhomdehus may well be the man of the moment, we will see. Peter Fredriksson is certainly the man of the moment for the Swede. H&M Christian K could well be the man to do the job, but Michael van der Vleuten hovers at the finish with Dana Blue to go chasing for that final run. Here we go. So, using full extent of this vast arena here in Mexico. First line as was, 1-2. 7 originally, maybe a 6. We're going down there, across the centre of the arena to our next fence, 4 and 5. Loop back here to the water tray. GNP fence just coming in, steadies in for the double. If they just get a bit too much pace in there, they could well pay for it. Then back across the centre of the arena to the Benorte fence at fence 10.
32 seconds there.
Yeah. Down to the finish. This has been changed around. Longines vertical to finish off, 42.65. So we'll bring you a couple of split times on the way through. We're also going to have an official split time between 5 and 6 as they come down into that triple combination as well. But 42.65, nice round, John.
Well, Niels is one of only a couple in this competition who could win a first Longines Global Champions Tour Grand Prix of his career here. Gancia de Meuse jumped clear for him on day 1 of Global Champions League action. And this is Niels' style. He is good. And, you know, he was so fast, particularly in Berlin last year, and couldn't believe that he ended up fourth. So he was 3 1/3 seconds up there, we see on the official split, but pays the price by just not being tidy enough to really get the roll back over GNP. Pays the price also in the 2 remaining parts of the triple combination. So Simon Deles's tactic is paying off straight away.
2 down, and over the last time, what, 38.66. Compare that to Simon Deles, 42.65 from him. Time is there to be done, but I'm afraid it was timber in all directions. Daniel Deusser then. 3 World Cup wins over the winter.
Just really throwing the front end out over these jumps.
Sitz respects this one. It's always thinking about the turn coming up. Just come around that decorated horse there if they're not careful. Just a little sharp as Niels Brunsels did. Just edges in on the line there. You see it is just as he's coming out there. He's already edging into the corner of that fence, getting closer to the wing. All those valuable split seconds all the time. Now, time to beat 42.65. Comes around the corner. Just got to get those studs in and go. He's going to be very close on the times of that. It just comes a little on the angle to try and save some. It's not quite enough. 43.29 for Daniel Deusser will drop into second behind Simon Delestre. His time, 42.65. I would say that's what you've got to be careful with, Simon. It can be a deceptively fast time for the Netherlands. Father and son in the lineup here. As I say, I don't think we've had a father-son podium before there. Owner Marshall Ortega. They're a fabulous group of horses.
Eric, who's represented the Netherlands right to the very top level, coming back with these lovely horses of Marta Ortega's, including taking some top 10s in World Cup action this spring. At his home show at Amsterdam.
Time to beat 42.65, fraction back I think from the other two so far. Still going to be a nicely put round together. Going to be very close to it, very close to it. Let's see, it is 41.71, it's enough. Harry Smulders.
Yeah, this is the horse and rider combination that won in the big grass field of Hamburg last year to punch his ticket for the Longines Global Champions Tour Super Grand Prix in Prague. Unlucky pole earlier on today, but it would be just like Harry to come out stronger than ever.
Again, you see he comes out on the corner of there. As you say, he sets up for a squarer line over the Benorte fence. Now back, that familiar movement that we've seen before now. Is it going to be? Is it going to be? It could be.
Come on.
Yeah, 40.74. It is going to be enough. We thought it might be.
Another whole second faster.
Already away is Laura Kraus and Ceremony. She has the pace, she has the ability. And at this speed, we will see. Was the second up at that point.
Now I was just going to say that in common with a lot of the US riders, Laura rides very forward. I mean, I remember her, actually fangirling over Margie Goldston Engel, and Margie's always so forward as well. This was
no.
This was one she could have had a go at, but yeah.
Well, it is a 39.25, not the way they would have wanted the things go at all, and not what we were expecting, I'm afraid. Bertram Allen, Molly Malone, the 5th. Podium finisher here previously in Mexico City. Would like to be at the top of it. Past winner in Paris.
Yeah, when he became the youngest ever Grand Prix winner on the circuit, overtaking Lucy Davis for that honour. And he's doing the Harry Smulders early on the course, let alone up to the last.
Confidence in this horse. And again, it just anything really coming too much of that with the slightest difference of pace, a little bit quick, you'll flatten and have it. So Bertram Allen comes out of the reckoning. He's obviously still keeping the foot to the floor because 4 faults would put him into 5th place at the moment. Wah! 1 or 2, just not having that run to the last and find the spot they want. So Eric van der Vleuten there, it seems his strategy wasn't too bad either. Sits in 2nd at the moment. Egypt's Abdul Saeed, Venice de Ravadi. 10-year-old mare by Kidam de Revel. Another one who has never won a Global Champions Tour Grand Prix before now. He's done quite a lot of winning through his career, though.
Yeah, World Cup qualifier winner at Verona. He's won the King's Cup at the Royal Windsor Horse Show before now as well.
Gritted teeth, off we go. Determination. Okay, just got to find that balance between speed and accuracy there.
But we know he rides fast horses, he produces fast horses. Jumpy van der Hermitage, California, who's with Edwina Thops-Alexander.
Needs the respect through there. 40.74 to beat. Now, get the reins going.
That was a good turn.
Hang out the washing, go on.
40.74, it's going to be very, very close. Can he do it?
He is 40.53. Could that be the first win for Abdul Saeed? And will it be that wonderful golden ticket through to the Longines Global Champions Tour Super Grand Prix? We're going to have to wait and see, but 40.53 on the clock. Now, this again would be the biggest win of his career if he can pull this off. Part of the Miami Celtics.
It was amazing how quick Michael settled into Longines Global Champions Tour, you know, coming first leg here in Mexico last year. He never really acted like the wide-eyed youth. He settled in like a real seasoned professional.
Wider, mate. Was trying to play that line sensibly. On the fall then for Michael Duffy, as you say, very swiftly stamped his mark on the top flight. Look at the time, 40.58, leading time's 40.53, and he just possibly eased off a fraction to the last as well. So Michael Duffy will go into 6th place, only 4 faulter.
Barring big incident, he's at least going to be top 10 again this year.
Opens up the rain on the corner, on the turn. Just gives a little rub in front. Ooh, plays the luck. Time-wise, just a fraction up. Now, this is where he picks up and goes, because this is where he can. Got to give them enough to get to the other side of this. Now it's open up. Now it's race to the finish.
There's nothing to choose between them.
Gathers them well, and is going to be enough, I'm sure. 39.57. Nearly a second off it. Delight on the podium. Dismay, but also respect from Abdul Saeed. 2 left to go. Height of his powers now is Swede Peder Fredriksson, H&M Christian K. Looking to cross off another win if they can, following on from Cannes last year.
Yeah, 2 runner-up spots as well, London and Doha, in the 2018 season, and this is a flying start.
Just a fraction down on the time, so he's going to have to make it up in this latter part if he can. He doesn't look as though he's quite there. Now he's going to have to really chance it if he's going to beat Jerome Gary, or is he playing percentages? Just says hold, whoop, gets there. It's not going to be quite enough, thought it wouldn't be. 41.14, it's no disgrace of a round. Very nicely done into 4th place for Peder Fredriksson. Sensibly played for what he was trying to do.
Final round of jumping of an amazing 5-star week here at Global Champions Mexico.
Michael with a horse that's got the pace, he with the ability. This is where he can thrive. Clear of that bogey fence. He's a little bit up. He's a little bit down. It goes down, he'll hand the win to Jérôme Guéry.
These Belgians are an unstoppable force. There's plenty of them on the tour, and then making their presence count. Jérôme Guéry with the win here in Mexico. And Michael van der Vleuten will be only the second competitor on 4 faults. He's that little bit faster than Michael Duffy. So the two Michaels picking up 4 faults. Bertram Allen, Niels Bronziels, Laura Kraut all on 8. We had 7 double clears. And there's the moment Jérôme Guéry knew. So Jérôme and Quel Homme de Hus are the Mexico champions. Abdul Said so close to his first ever Longines Global Champions Tour Grand Prix victory. Second, Harry Smulders and Don VHP third. Peter Fredriksson, H&M, Christian K. Eric van der Vleuten, Simon de Lest, who was our trailblazer. Daniel Deusser with the lowest ranked double clear there in 7th place, giving him valuable series points as well. So Jérôme Guéry joins Julien Epéade as a qualifier for the Longines Global Champions Tour Super Grand Prix in Prague in November. So France and Belgium with contenders already, and we'll pick up another contender just next weekend on the beach in Miami.
Congratulations, as we can see alongside, the crowd are quite happy about that one.
Yeah, it's an amazing place. For me, it's my best show. I have a victory here, the public, it's so nice. If you never see a show like this, you have to come because it's an amazing show. And I have the victory here. For me, it's incredible. With this horse also, I just ride for 2 months. He comes from my friends, a really best friend of me, and a lot of emotion for me. It's a nice victory.
Give us a little of the friends that are going to benefit from this one, that love it.
Yeah, okay. It's a special horse for my friends, and also for me. No, it's a special victory, and here with the public and the atmosphere, it's really special.
And where do you think you just managed to steal the win?
Okay, I knew that a lot of riders really fast. I saw a few riders. I knew also my horse is a big canter, and I wanted to use it on the big arena like this. I think I win on the 2 last one because I really push, and the horse listened me perfectly. It's really a horse like there's no many horses like this. It's really a superstar.
Well, a very special victory. You can give the crowd a wave as you leave. Congratulations.
Thank you very much. Thank you all the public.
So first of all, the watch from the Hydro Conquest collection being presented by Edith Chavez, brand manager of Swatch Group Mexico, accompanied by Monsieur Charles Villot, Vice President of Sales at Longines. Niels Bronziels moves after 2 legs into the series lead with Daniel Deusser, with the results here in Doha joining him in 2nd place. Peter Devos is our 3rd ranked rider. Last year's series champion Ben Meyer inside the top 4, as is Jos Verlooy. Young Michael Duffy moving into 6th place. Julien Epéade, our Doha winner, drops to 7th alongside Jérôme Guéry, who puts points together from 2 shows. And so Jérôme Guéry of Belgium picks up valuable series points here today, and of course his ticket to the Longines Global Champions Tour Super Grand Prix in Prague in November. A super day also for Abdul Said, with Harry Smulders rounding out our podium here in the Mexican capital. After 2 legs of the season, Doha and now Mexico, Niels Bronziels, also of Belgium, takes over the series lead. There's still a season-long gallop all the way to the finale in New York in September, and action coming soon from Miami, as we bid adieu to Mexico City for the 4th time on the Longines Global Champions Tour Series.